Hello. Good morning. It's your Blue Archive Gacha Whale, beginner artist self-proclaimed, and your boy Tosanyo. Welcome to the art stream. I want to draw Ibaragi Yoshimi today. She is like a one-star character from the Blue Archive game. But recently there's like a new version out of her, a new alt, and let's say that I like the new version, the new skin, how to say, like alt, and I want to draw that, but since it's like since I like just woke up recently, I haven't have any sketches ready. So let me do some before I like start the Wandoro. I needed a little bit more of sleep today. For some reason the rest seems like a lot more tempting than just like waking up early and like having proper prep time. So yeah, I would like say I had like not enough time or like tending to my hobbies yesterday, so yeah. I wanted to get like back to it. Hello boys, welcome to the art stream. I want to draw Yoshimi today. So what did he wrote? Accidentally stumbled down into the Tamiya hobby again, after 19 years of not touching it. Well, if it's a hobby you like, that sounds great. What is the Tamiya hobby actually? Care to explain to me? Tamiya Mimi 4WD. They've been up since 1982. Let me Google that. Okay. So the Google results give me a lot of do you call it Ferrari? Some kind of like sports cars, like F1. Interesting. Yeah, when I like remember back in the days, this was like a lot more common. But it's like not the not the kind of F1 where you like drive in person. It's just like the miniature model, what I can like judge from the Google results. And I remember back in the days a lot of those things were around compared to like today. Today a lot of things are digital, but back then we had like more value in the physical kind of memento. Similar to like how people still love and enjoy building Gampla. The good thing is like compared to Gampla with the mini F1s, the mini Achata ones, they won't break easily, so when you were like a child and be like, oh, what's that, that's so cool, then those wouldn't break that easily. But with Gampla, oh man. A child would like see the Gampla and be like, oh, what's that? That looks like a cool robot. And you take like one Gampla, the other Gampla, and be like, play like a little child with that, and they would break. And the one who built the Gampla, the one would like come into the room, and yeah, I guess their calm nature would like start to break. These things aren't RC. You tune them according to the track and you hope for the best. Ah. See. That's not only miniature, and just like for show, like figurines, you can actually do something with those. Interesting. Like doing some underground race, bets, like horse race, just like with the Tamiya minis, the mini F1s. Maybe we should draw properly. My plan was to draw in chibi style, but now that I see that, kinda like tempted to draw properly in the anime style. But if I draw in 1 hour, I probably won't have enough time to color properly. Or actually I might be able to. It's like mostly like a head and half body shot. Not really half body, but like 25% body shot. So I could actually full color if it's like full anime style. Let me try. If I like proper. I had like no prep time with the stream, so I wasn't like really sure on what I want to draw. I knew like currently the after school sweets band, they are trending and the girls are looking very cute. But since I was like thinking, keep your energy output low, let's draw like in chibi. But now that I came this far, I kinda be like, this looks good. Let's do it properly. See how it goes. Oh yeah, the balance is also like not too bad regarding the arms and the face. Face is small and round. It's like again for the body. I see. You're doing some, how do we call it? You're like looping switches? Sounds like some kind of expert. Not actually in like collecting those things, but actually you have like some kind of experience that can also align with those kind of interests of yours. It's for example normal that when people know a lot about software and how to optimize the output of the PC, it doesn't always mean that they know how to build a PC on its own. But if they do, that is like, yeah, that shows like some expertise and like some love for the materia. I immediately fell in love with the keychron the moment I saw my clients arrive. I'm saving up for one. Okay, the keychron is like a new concept for me. I would like ask what it is, but maybe it's faster if I just Google it. Keychron? Ah, it's a keyboard. If yeah. This looks cool. Keychron build. Yeah. Hello, Leonardo da Vinci. Watashi? Me? Me? Me, Leonardo da Vinci? Anyways, welcome to the drawing stream 8. I just woke up recently, so I don't have any sketches ready, any bases to start off with. I was also not very sure on what to draw, so I just decided to like draw a sketch for today. And after I got like some groundwork, I will start with the actual challenge on like completing the drawing and the coloring within 1 hour. Decided to draw Yoshimi, but I was like not really sure whether or not I do it like in chibi style or like in the anime style. But since I started off with this pose, and I was like, this would look like better if I tried anime style. It's only like half body, like only the face and this part. It shouldn't be like too hard to like draw everything. So I just need like good enough groundwork so that it will work out for the very end. Doesn't look so bad, but I just need to get like the right balance done. So the only problem is I got used to 60% layout so much. I kept hitting tilde every time I tried to press the escape on the full. Yeah, from what I saw from the pictures, the keychron is like it's like not the full keyboard layout. How it's called. Normally you have like the arrow keys here too. The keys where you do like the screenshots I mean, some people are like okay without the number pads, but yeah. But I would like say the Keychron is more compact. And it's like better to like for travel. Maybe like this. But I would like say I don't have a lot of experience with like traveling and keyboards. The maximum intent regarding traveling and like something computer related would be like carrying a notebook with me, like some Chromebook, like those portable laptops. But they're like very thin in size, thin and very like low on weight. And those kind of keyboards, they look like 60%, but you still have like arrow keys, such. Like a more compact size. And for most of my life, I actually wielded a laptop. I had like the laptop as my setup. Like I had no proper desktop. But like the transition from laptop keyboard to a 100% keyboard layout was also like something I had to get used to. But at the same time, I liked it. Liked the transition. Since now you have a lot more control about for things. Okay, Yoshimi's body is very small, so I can't draw everything from. But would like look unnatural if I keep it. I don't keep it. Actually, but the hands are like big enough. Yeah, hands are big enough. Maybe this one. But like increase the size. One little tip when you draw hands. Draw them bigger. Especially when they're like, like very close to the face. Hands are like bigger than you think they are when you draw them. If you hold your own hand in front of your face, like spread it out like the palm, like in front of your face, you notice like that the hand is like covering your entire face. That's like your kind of reference on how big you have to draw hands. A lot of beginner artists they hide their hand entirely or draw them very, very small. There are like many ways I can draw her. Okay, maybe change the canvas. Normally my plan with drawing Yoshimi was just to try that chibi, and it would be like simple enough and not that time consuming, but I guess now for the layout now, it's better if I like adjust it so that it looks like a lot better for the full picture. Something like this maybe. So I'm gonna draw a little bit more to the body. Means I need to readjust things. Oh. Didn't adjust. Okay. I won't be able to fit everything, but that's actually fine. Must like say coming back to the computer theme, like with laptop, that this was like for the majority of my life like my setup. It's like very practical. You can like transport it for your travels and do things on the go. You might lose out on internet if you're like not at home anymore, like far away from your best internet possibilities. But everything you have on your laptop you can still use like on the go. And it was like it was like pretty great to have access to a lot of my data on the go when I was like traveling to other countries, for example. I could like collect some good stuff. But I must like say, back in the days, I had no access to internet really at home. So I was a lot of like reliant on getting Wi-Fi from somewhere via my phone, get the stuff I need downloaded on the phone, and then at home I transfer it to the laptop. But when I travel somewhere or visit someone who has internet, then yeah, then this was good. And the good thing is like a laptop has similar capabilities to like a PC, like a full desktop PC. So I had like those kind of advantages. For gaming, it was like pretty much restricted, but I remember I could run like Dark Souls 2 on it and play it without any interruption. And it was like a pretty old laptop too. It's maybe from 2014, 2013, and it accompanied me for a long while. Nowadays, when I try to use it, like 2 years ago, 1 year ago, today, it doesn't work as well anymore. But man, it did some great work. What's kind of some of this? Most of my gaming experience was like more on the budget kind of side, like not the AAA games. Like okay, I couldn't play like Dark Souls 2 without issues, but I couldn't play like Dark Souls 1 or no, Dark Souls 3, or for example, like the newer titles. So my escape point for like gaming were like visual novels, RPG maker games, and I could like discover some, how it's called, Japanese indie RPG maker games, like Eve, for example, or other titles that are like pretty niche. Like not niche like how would you say, like Eve. It could like Undertale is not niche, so let's exclude that one. But let's say in the JP indie game scene, there are a lot of niche games, and if I like say out the names, you probably won't know about those, and I think like that's fine. If you don't know, I'm not gonna say it. I would like say it's like a lot more in the adult kind of scene. It's like not very well known, and the gatekeeping, it does it by itself. So the community is small, but it has a lot of good-minded people. I would like say it's a healthy community. So yeah. It's too small. Okay, make the canvas a little bit bigger. I need a lot of prep time to get like the groundwork ready. But yeah, those niche games were like pretty nice. But I couldn't like really recommend them since it has some themes that can make you feel very bad and it can break you. I mean, Blue Archive is a game that's been gatekept, for example, and gatekeeping is like a good reason for keeping the community healthy. When we look at games like Genshin Impact, a lot of people play that, but the community overall is not healthy. They are like toxic. Do you remember the cases where majority of them, or like at least like a very vocal part of them, bullied like a voice actor just because they voiced a villain? You heard of that? If you don't, it's good, but it has like a lot of bad apples. So if you do like the gatekeeping right, then you have like a healthy community where you can actually interact with each other, you know? Where you can actually hold a decent conversation with someone. When I look like at trash days, you know, they lash out at each other. It's funny though, when they talk like about normal themes like bread versus rice, like food, and it's like interesting and funny. But let's say like a common folk, they probably won't be able to like hold a proper discussion. It's just like a black and white and be like right and wrong, rather than like keeping ground where it's like where they like emphasize from which side the other person comes from, why they think like this way, from what background they come, so that they interpret it that way. Once the boys come like to the discussion of like the spicy stuff like hentai, you know, then they get a lot more cultured. They actually don't fight against each other, and the discussion is more civilized. And I would like say like those franchises that like gatekeep properly, or like communities, we have like civilized people. The problem is though, when you do gatekeeping, you reduce the numbers of people who can like enter, and with that you lose a lot of possibilities. Of course, you like reduce the amount of bad possibilities, but overall the numbers are like smaller. If you gatekeep like people from one streamer, VTuber for example, the community is healthy, but their follower count, subscriber count is like low. So there's like the kind of risk there. If you want to increase the numbers, you kinda need to loosen the gatekeeping. And you can properly gatekeep, just like not to an extreme. It's just like guiding tourists to a new area, to a new field of interest, to a new country. You have to teach them on the culture, the do's and don'ts, And keep in mind, remember them, that they have to be respectful. And if you do those things properly, then yeah, that's our way to go. Okay, now that I have like a little bit of the groundwork done, let's start with the actual Wandoro. I'm pulling up the countdown, timer countdown. Yep. And everything along with that. No. Okay, there it is. I'm doing my best to keep it simplistic with the color, so that I have enough time on like drawing it within an hour. So, if you are an artist, you can feel free to draw alongside me. See like who gets like better work done within 1 hour. But you also can feel free to lurk, you know, keep it in the background, look at it from time to time. Or like the avatars in between that. But yeah, I'm going to start with 3, 2, 1, and timers starting. Alright. I'm gonna retrace the hands for starters. I think this time zone I'm streaming at, like in the morning, might not be that view-friendly, since it's like in the morning. And some of my audience are like not adults, so it's not like they have like an afternoon shift or like a night shift, so that they can like afford watching me in the morning. So like going to school, you know, there are like those set times frames in the morning, so they can't watch me. But you know, I discovered when I start drawing streams in the morning, for some reason I have the willpower to like pull through, like finish actually what I started, or at least get like a lot of progress done. It has like something to do with the dopamine, I would like say. When you have fun, you release like dopamine, and let's say that's like your MP, your motivation points. And gaming is not really that productive, right? So if you release a lot of dopamine from gaming, and then it comes like, hey, do this productive thing, and the mind is like, nah, it's too much work, and you basically use up your turns for doing something productive. So I start off the day with drawing and even if I'm like tired out, I still have like the energy and motivation to like play games. But drawing's like something time consuming, and when with a tired mind you approach like drawing, it's like thinking about all the effort you need to do, about all the time you have to spend. It's like those kind of excuses. Yada yada yada. They're like when you sleep, you like reset your MP, or if you meditate. They're like those kind of practices there. But usually when you're like pretty low on motivation from like all the doom scrolling, from all the gaming, then meditation can help. Sleep, a little nap, yeah. So sometimes my strategy after I've worked a long time or like I did like a long gaming session, I would like take a nap and then try afterwards. But sometimes it happens that I just oversleep. I just sleep like whole day. It's like the sentiment of like, yeah, I wanted to take a little nap to replenish the stamina and energy needed for drawing. Ended up sleeping the whole day. So yeah, set up proper alarm to wake you up. For a time I had like my alarms custom, that I would use like the voice of my Oshi to wake me up. But nowadays I can't really like wake up to the voice of my Oshi, since it's like for me a pleasant experience if I listen to their voice, you know. And I just be like, I gotta keep sleeping, maybe I gotta dream about that. So my alarms are in a more normie kind of style, you know, that use like the standard alarms. You don't change anything up. Of course I could like change it to like something more annoying, something more scary. I think like it's kind of funny when you use like music from like scary genres to like as an alarm to like wake yourself up, or at least like trying to wake up other people like as a prank. You know when it's like dark inside the room, right? Then this is like a setup for a spooky atmosphere. And when in this moment, like, the alarm goes off, and it's just like scary music. It does something. Especially when you have your phone on the opposite end of the room. On the where you're like on one end of the room where you sleep, and the other end is like the phone, and it plays the scary music, all in the darkness. And then you have to like stand up and be like, oh man, I have to turn it off. But on the path, yeah, it can get like scary. Especially if it's like a room you're not familiar with. Like, I guess it's someone's house, or you're like in a hotel room and you don't really know the layout of the room. I managed to like trip, you know, over some of the things in the room I was like not familiar with, or I like bumped into it and be like, ah, it did. Like the scary atmosphere and like unfamiliarity. It has hands. It got hands. Imagine you can like play a prank on someone like that. I wonder how their reaction will be. I had this kind of scenario with the scary music in the darkness in a very silly kind of setup. It was like during my apprenticeship, where I was like still like a kind of pupil, but I had a master teaching me. It was a time where I like went to the bathroom just to take. I didn't like went to the urinal where you like stand and piss. It's like in a cabinet where you have like your privacy and can take like a dump or like a piss in this kind of way. So I sat down there. In the middle of my business, the lights turned off. And then I was like, what the heck? That's very unsocial. I was like thinking. But then the next thing came. Scary music was playing. I don't know really how the sound effect was like, but I think like when you watch anime and you know of ReZero, then we can use this example that a scary sound was like playing and be like, eh. And you know, actually I was like, okay, fine. It's sunny, I guess. So I was like laughing in the end. But if you like properly set up this atmosphere at the dark, you know, you're like all alone and in a unfamiliar place, I think like the toilet is like not the best way to make someone feel scary, but it's just like, yeah, okay, you got me. It's funny. Alright. I didn't like know who did the prank, you know. In the end it was like dark and I was like still doing my business, so I couldn't like stand up and be like, Kora! Yamero! Like this. But yeah. Okay. See. Okay. Probably need to switch out the pen nib next time. And there's the ahoge. I see. なるほど。Maybe it's about the hands and how I like position them. One hand. But when I do it like this, it doesn't seem to be noticeable. Oh, actually it is noticeable. So what I do, making this one 1p. I have to do things a little slightly different. Make it a little bigger. The balance of the hair, I could like do a little bit on that part. That this side is covering more. Man, her pigtails are looking so mofu. Kawaii. Like the reference. It looks so mofu. I think like I saw like missed opportunity. I could like make Yoshimi hold the pigtails like that, but with 1 hour of time it's like too much to readjust. But yeah, I'm gonna keep it next time in mind. I like the opportunities. Alright. So the rest shouldn't be like too hard. Still like a line art. It needs to be done. How do I do the rest? Maybe, yeah, I can do it like this, maybe. Hi. I can do one side like this, the other side like that. Could this work? Let's try. I have a little bit of freedom. Not too much, but I have a little bit. I don't have much idea on like how clothing folds go, but I'm gonna experiment a little bit with the little time. If it's not gonna work out, I stick like to the safe and basic part. The thing is, like, Yoshimi is not wearing her jacket properly. On one side it's like worn, on the other side it's like hanging loose. I kinda want to like emphasize on that part, but this might be a challenge, so I'm gonna experiment here regarding how this works. Yosh. Can kind of work. This side. I guess I'm going to do the safe approach. I guess I'm going to do the safe approach. Not that much time. Working with what I have. This. I remember I used to draw similarly like this. I didn't have like the 1 hour deadline, but I managed to do things always in 2 hours of time. I do 1 hour of line art, the other hour with like the colorization, with like colors. And it was still like considered like fast art. I think this was like still during the times of where I did the 100-day challenge. Yakunichi no challenge. Oh, they call it in Japanese. But I must like say, drawing on a daily basis can burn you out. Because you have to sacrifice time, and with that like some hobbies. And when I was like a Smash Bros competitor back then, this made me think, you know. Art or like some party children game. You play like with no items. When you look at me now, probably can guess what direction I took. But there are some people who like regret, who are like not with me on this decision, and I can understand that. I have like my arguments, but I also have to consider their argument. And yeah. But in the end, I don't regret it. Not really. I could still like pop off randomly and play with them if I gonna have time. But for now, the focus is somewhere else. It's not really like in my radar. But I can still like play decently well. I can still play decently. The one time I like decided to stream like Super Smash Bros after ages, you know, like play it again. It was kind of funny that one of my first encounters was like a top player from Spain who managed to beat the best player of Europe, Glutony. The one I met was called Dropped, the best Steve player in Europe, like a top player from Spain. And I managed to get like a last hit, last stock situation. So I still have it in me. Even though I was rusty, I played like with no warm-up. Funny. Oh, the old bones got it in me. I wonder how I should do that with the hair here. But yeah, I think like those old skills you not use anymore. Those are like bicycling skills. You do it once, and then you will never forget on how to do it again. Normally, learning biking is like a little bit takes like some time, since your body naturally is not programmed on how to drive a bike, since this goes like against all like the things your body is like supposed to do. But once you like got the programming in, like on how to ride it, then yeah, you won't forget it. You can still kick ass as a biker. I could still like kick ass and smash. I still like know the fundamentals. But I'm gonna still stay humble, you know, because it was such a long time since I like kicked ass, you know. And I can always account that possibility that my ass will get kicked. The problem with me back then was my ego, I would like say, my mindset. That once I achieve a big milestone, I'm like above, I'm like in a certain kind of tier. And when I get like beaten by someone from a lower tier, that would like shake my, that would shake me. And I'm entering a state of depression. Something like this. Sad boy moment. Sad boy moment. I would be like that the world revolves around me. And yeah. But I decided to like take up the route of drawing, and let's say with like taking a step back finally, like several step backs, looking at the situation while doing what I love, like drawing, I managed to like understand the kind of thing. So if I'm gonna return to, I'm playing it again, just out of some kind of underlying interest, you know. It's like just for YOLO, whatever. I probably will be able to play with a better mindset. Sure, I might be rusty. But I probably can like grow a lot better from there on. It's just not the time yet. It's just like not time yet to do anything regarding that old skill of mine. Nowadays it's like not very profitable to do like esports. It's just like for fun, you know, for the community kind of part, that you meet like people in person, that you travel, that you touch grass, you know, this kind of sense. It is gaming, but ironically we touch grass. We socialize. And it's like surprising sometimes to myself how extroverted I can become, that I can like raise my voice. Normally when I stream, I have like this soft-spoken energy. And maybe when you watch me the first time you might have the impression that I rarely raise my voice. But I do, and I am able to raise it. It's just like not in my interest in the standard kind of mode. Since in my kind of culture, like me is a whale, you know, I got like taught in that way, when you raise your voice, you have lost. You lost your cool and everything. So try to stay like silent, you know. My volume is like from nature not very high. When I talk to people, they would like tell me, hey, could you tell it again? Or they'd be like, I didn't hear that, could you repeat that? And when they go like a step closer, you know, hold their ear towards me, just so that they can grasp my words better. I think like the kind of thing like the sea parents taught me, you know, like me as a whale, was like not for the better in the long run, but surprisingly I can get like loud and hype other people up, for example. That's like not me being passive, that actually can like go out of my way. But I guess it has something to do with a certain fuel, that I need to like fuel myself up. Some people do with alcohol, I really don't. If you mix like alcohol into the water, you know, it can affect a lot of other people. Me as a whale don't like. Don't poison the water. It takes like for the body a lot of time to like get off the alcohol from the body, out of its system. And can affect you in a lot of ways. Like your focus will go down by a lot. Reaction time will like go down. There's a lot of like cons. And some kind of martial art movies, for example, they showed like that it's actually a buff, that it's like buffs you in a way, and that you can become like unpredictable, but in reality your ass will get kicked if you get drunk, you know. Even if you can do like some martial arts, your ass will get kicked. You won't stand a good chance against in a fight. I mean, after all, movies are just fiction, right? Just like for entertainment. It doesn't depict like the reality of how things really are. Very rarely. That's very rarely the case. I haven't looked at the time, but I have like less than 20 minutes left. Let's see how I do this. I'm probably going to the... yeah, how do I do this? I'm gonna work with what I have, obviously. Kyatto. Okay, few readjustments. The hands are like important. They need like more line art. And the whole picture doesn't look too stiff or lacking. What I will do with the hair, making a little bit pony a little bit longer. Like those parts that are like covering the face are a little bit longer. Add a little bit more lines. Okay, and then finally color. Select a 10 skin tone roughly. Can do it like this. And it's an easy way to like one-shot everything and just leave out the parts you don't need. Alright. Work with what you have. Alright. Then the eyes. She has brown eyes. Kind of tone I would like to say. Would be a red tone. Look at it in a different way. But not too dark, maybe. Actually, let's copy some colors. Let's copy and paste a little bit. Let's take this one. Okay, and do this. かわいいでしょゾウは。It's like the colors. roughly. Oh man, this red is so strong. But I'm like low on time. Let's see. How will I do this? Oh yeah. Also this to keep on. Maybe yeah. This red is too strong. A bit on the darker side, maybe. Yeah, this looks a little bit better for the eyes. For my eye. Okay, yeah. Alright. About the Sugar Rush logo, I'm gonna make something simplistic. Sugar Rush. And the halo I do like at the end. I might not... yeah, I can't really finish it in 1 hour exactly. Yeah. I'm going to do it a little bit over time, but this will get finished today. Fun though. A fun challenge though. If this were in Chibi, I probably would have finished that. I would have been done a lot faster. Probably. I can also see myself failing this if it were Chibi. How do I do this with the sugar rush though? The guard is one. Sugar rush. Start off with this. It's like a dot with cat ears, and I write like Sugar Rush on it. Something like this. But it's very big, huh? Yeah, very big. It's a very big cat head. I'm gonna keep it simplistic. I don't have that much time. Okay. We're finishing in 1 hour, not quite, but I'm still like eager to finish that one. It doesn't take that much anymore, I would like say, but while I have like time I could do like some fine-tuning, and that's about the program. But so far, from the starter hand, I dealt myself with the sketch in 40 minutes and 1 hour with the, how we call it, with like the line arts and the base colors. Not so bad. I like it. Good job. Good starter hand. Okay. Okay. But can How do I do? Wait. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Really, when I do it like this? Yeah. Oh well. Yeah, it can work. It does work. It does work. How do I balance that? Guess I can do something about the hair. Yes, I can do something about the hair. Or I can take one of the eyes and... how do I do this? Okay, what I need to do here, make this big. Okay. This can work. Okay. Any fine-tuning? There's not a lot of fine-tuning I could do. Submit it like that. Okay, halo. Let's do it one color. How do I do this? Inner circle. Similar to her hair color. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it like that. Ooh. And what I'm gonna do is very simplistic, but I think this works well. Playing with the hand I've dealt myself within 1 hour. Kawaii desho. Kawaii desho. Isn't she cute? Okay. Better done than perfect. So. And that's it for today. Thank you all for watching. Have a nice rest of the day, evening, good night, whatever time zone you are. And with that, I say bye bye.